Shalom, giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Ruach HaKodash. Double honor to the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace, love, salutations, and blessings to the house of David, which is the elect, the men, women, and children that are predestined to receive salvation and to be the first fruits of the kingdom of heaven, which is the kingdom of Israel. So, Brother Atazawam, so this is going to be not a lesson, but just a testimony on a vision that I had last night. So I had a vision of the resurrection, and hey man, it was beautiful, man. It was beautiful. So from what I remember, it was dark, like it was dark outside, and there was a lot of people just outside, and it was like chaotic, and all of a sudden there was like a loud trumpet, like a loud horn, I should say, like a loud horn. And it just got really bright. It got really bright. And I just remember being outside, and everybody was just confused on what was going on. And I knew it was Yahushai. And it just got like bright as day, like so bright, but it wasn't bright from the sun. And then I just started seeing, like in the dream, rather, just started seeing like, not bodies, but like spirits being just elevated into the air. Like all over, just like a bunch of spirits being elevated into the air. And then I was just there, and I was just like hoping that I get taken up, because I knew what it was. And then after the spirits that was in the ground, because those spirits that was in the ground got elevated. And after that, it's a lot good. After that, I got beamed up. And I felt my body change. I couldn't see, obviously, but I just felt myself being changed. And then I was in a chariot, but I couldn't see what the chariot looked like. And then I seen just people just staring up at us, just staring up and looking at us. And then all of a sudden, I was looking down at them. And they just started to turn into like skeletons. Like everybody that was left on the on the earth, they just started turning to skeletons. And it was just, I just felt like rejuvenated. I felt new, I felt new. And I felt relieved and scared. But I knew that that was it. I knew that was it. that we made it. And, it definitely was just, hey man, as the scripture says, it was a terrible day. Let me get that scripture real quick. Salakia. This is the book of Zephaniah chapter 1, verse 14. It says, the great day of the Lord is near. It is near. It hasteth greatly. Even the voice of the day of the Lord. It says, the mighty man shall cry there bitterly. The day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble, a day of distress, a day of wasteness, a day of desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness. And like I said before, before Yahushua returned, it was really dark, it was just like dark and like chaotic. It was just like a heavy gloominess. But then when he returned, when that trumpet blown, everything just got bright all around. They were just like bright to the point where it kind of was like blinding. It was kind of like blinding. But once I started seeing those, the spirits start to, rise out of the ground, and everybody was around, it's like, what, they were just so confused about what was going on. But like I said, like I knew immediately what it was, man. I knew immediately what it was. And right now, I'm a little emotional because when I first woke up this morning, I totally forgot I had the dream. I totally forgot. And then I just seen the video of the brother that does the brother Aisha Yar that does the video, that does like, the videos of, imagery. It says, it is your father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom. And then when I seen the chariot, the thumbnail, I just remembered I remember a small part of my dream. I only remembered the part of being beamed up. So I just like sat here and I just prayed to the Lord to bring it to remembrance. Cause like I said, I didn't remember I even had the dream. So I just prayed to the Lord to bring it to remembrance. And then immediately I started just remembering everything. And it just became overwhelming about like how grave that dream was, So, Tawadi Halba Hashem Yahushai just for bringing that back to my remembrance, man, because, hey, it like I said, it was a scary situation to be in until you got beamed up, until I got beamed up. So it says, let me get this scripture in the book of 1 Thessalonians 4 verse 17. So like I'm gonna start at 14. It says, for if we believe that Yahushua died and rose again, even so them also which sleep in Yahushua will the Most High bring with him. For this we say unto you by the word of the Lord, that we which are alive and remain unto the coming of the day of the Lord shall not prevent them which are asleep. For the Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, and with the voice of an archangel, and with the trumpet of God. And like, in a dream, that's the first thing, I heard. We just a loud horn just blow. And then it just got bright. It got really bright. And then the spirits that was dead in Yahushua, we just start to see them just get beamed up. You seen like the what we call like the tractor beam. But I just seen like different spirits just get raised up out of the ground, and everybody was like, what was happening? What's going on? What was happening? And it was just even more chaotic from before Yahweh Shai came. But then when that happened, people were just even more just disoriented. And then I was just there, just hoping that I got beamed up, man, because I knew what was coming. If you didn't, I knew what was going to happen if I didn't get beamed up. And I was just there, just praying and just hoping that the Lord just takes me up. And I just see myself just elevating from the ground. And I felt myself just get changed. And it says, with the voice of an archangel and the trumpet of the Most High, and the dead in Yahweh Shai shall arise first. And then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds to meet the Lord in the air. And so shall we be with the Lord. So shall we ever be with the Lord. Wherefore comfort one another with these words. And it was comforting, man. And Lord willing, this was comforting to you brothers and sisters, man, just to know that we are right there, man. And the Lord said he's going to, give us these dreams and visions. And Lord willing, I'm a part of that, man. Lord willing, this was a vision that gets fulfilled. But we just got to continue to keep going, continue to stay diligent, man. Stay fervent and keep your call and election short, because this is what we want, man. This is what we desire. This is what we need, man. And Salaki, I don't have any other scriptures, but actually I must get one more. But those two scriptures was the first scriptures that came to my mind. But let me get this too. 1 Corinthians chapter 15. 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 51. It says, "Behold, I show you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed in a moment and in a twinkling of an eye at the last trump. For the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed. For this corruptible must put on incorruption, and this mortal must put on immortality. So when this corruptible shall have put on incorruption, and this mortal shall have put on immortality, then shall be brought to pass the saying that is written, death is swallowed up in victory." Okay. And, at that moment, I knew that I had the victory, man. Through Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, I knew that I had victory. This is Revelation chapter 2, verse 15, verse 2. "And I saw as it were a sea of glass mingled with fire, and them that had gotten the victory over the beast, and over his image, and over his mark, and over the number of his name, stand on the sea of glass, having the harps of the Most High. And they sing the song of Moses, the servant of God, and the song of the Lamb," all right, which is the song that we're singing right now. All right, this gospel says, saying, "Great and marvelous are thy works, Lord power almighty. Just and true are thy ways, thou King of saints. Who shall not fear thee, O Lord, and glorify thy name? For thou only art holy. For all nations shall come and worship before thee, for thy judgments are made manifest." So, hey, man, with that, just stay diligent, man. As Yahweh Shai said, let no man take thy crown, man, because our salvation is not, man. As Yahweh Shai also said, when you see all these things, coming to pass, look up, for your redemption draweth nigh. Shalom.